friends, and now we are going to have a conversational topic about the youth power and the problem of youth. So we are going to conversation with our English teacher AD Singh.
Is English by Eddie Singh, and today we are going to explore one of the burning social issues that the youth of our country faces these days, the problem of every youth in our country. Yeah. In order to discuss these problems that the youth these days face, now I have invited one of my students, Abhay Gupta, who is a graduate and he also faces the same problem. Now I would like to ask Mr. Abhay Gupta to introduce himself. Abhay, you can introduce yourself.
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Good evening.
So I'm here to express my problem and the problem of every youth that they are facing day by day. So can I speak?
Yes, why not?
So,
Why not?
suppose that if a youth is considering and facing some problem, that is, first problem is a youth has a financial problem.
Very
Second
good.
is the ability to develop something. The youth has an ability to develop something, but he can't. And the third one is not enough resources. So please
Okay.
discuss something.
Yeah. At the very outset, Abhay, you asked me the question that every youth in our country, he is capable. He has got the ability to develop anything under the, guidance of the, great people. But the basic problem that every youth faces is the financial problem. The financial problem that youth, faces, he cannot ask his guardian or his father, his parents to support economically, because once he has become a graduate, whether he is a technical graduate or whether he is a general graduate, every parent expects that he can have his own expenses, he can manage his own expenses. So the basic problem that the youth face these days, the financial problem, so far as my opinion is concerned, I believe that financially a youth should always be dependable on himself, not on his parent. And for that, that youth can start with a small work. Even if he gets a very small job that can only feed his expenses, I think there is nothing like that. He can start working there, and meantime he can just think of proceeding towards his goal, because once he has got some economic financial help, let us say he's getting basically an employment which is temporary, but it is at least giving him 10,000 or 20,000, that is good enough for his preparations. So he should never mind working in a small company or working in any firm, and start his career and start building up his aim and ambitions further. What is your opinion?
My opinion is positive towards your opinion.
Yes.
And the financial problem is driving the youth any time.
Yeah.
And they are facing so many problems, like
Yes.
they also have not enough
Enough
resources.
resources. Yeah,
So
yeah.
please, sir.
See, the government of India has started two important programs. One is a startup program. You must have heard of
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And another one is that, Make in India program. So under the startup program, the government is now giving, financial help in the form of loan to every educated youth, provided if he has ability and if he has got aim and ambitions to start his own business. So suppose a child has an ability to start his own small farm. He wants to manufacture some, commodity. He wants to manufacture some software, assembling commodities, or he want to manufacture computer, hardware, or he want to manufacture anything of cell phones or any other electronic, goods you want to manufacture with the help of the government's loan. He may apply for government loan, and he can be given 10 lakhs beginning, loan to start his work. And then he will be given up to 1 crore, financial help, depending upon his, requirement. So, I believe that this child who is having the desire to go in the business field can start with the startup program or Make in India program, because now the government is giving loan to those aspiring business entrepreneurs who are willing to have their own farm.
Okay.
So, what is your opinion about that?
Sir, my opinion is positive towards your opinion, and I'm saying that a person who have not enough resources, I am saying that resources like money and
Yes.
tuition, these days the tuition fees are rising day by day.
Yes,
And
you
the
are right.
youth are not participating in the tuition because of the fee.
I
And
understand.
that's why he's not studying very well. So this is also a problem, not
Yeah,
resources.
you're right. Abhay, if a child is not having enough resources, resources doesn't mean only money. Resources means he should have some of the youth who can also join him in his team, as a team, 5 or 10 youth who are also having the same unemployment problem, but they are willing to do, they are capable of doing anything, they are having technical know-how, so they can also join hands. So the ability of that child requires that he should also involve some of the youth of his kind in that program. And once he starts involving 5 or 10 youth, it will become a team, and then it will start as a teamwork.
Yes.
Then the problem will come that he doesn't know how to maintain the time.
Yeah.
That is the biggest problem.
So
for that, he should take the advice of some of the successful businessmen, manufacturers, or some of the industries. They are always ready to help them. Government of India has invited so many industries in India, and they have also given training to many of the, under the startup program, under the vocationalized training, many of the youth of our country have been trained for that purpose. So they can take help of those industrialists for knowing how to manage time, because time strategy is very important.
Okay.
If a youth doesn't maintain time, he doesn't have the plan to work out how many hours he is going to give for this planning, how many hours he is going to give for a startup program, how many hours he is going to give for acquiring land, how much he is going to devote for convincing the government and the authorities to clear out the loan, and how to initiate the people who can really make him capable to stand up with his small financial input and to start his business.
So that you mean to say that time is very important.
Time
for the
is very
youth.
important. He
And,
should learn
yeah.
through the experienced people of our country how to maintain time. After that, you ask what is the next
So
problem.
I have an idea that whenever a person that is youth is going towards his goal,
Yes,
and
yes.
in the growth he finds many difficulties and opportunity. First, he want to give his best. A youth is particularly want to give his best, so the problem arrives that he can't able to give his best. So what could we do?
Yes, listen, every youth wants to give his best. The problem is that lack of confidence. Actually, he knows that he can strive hard, he can solve the problem, he has ability, but he doesn't have the confidence. So that, confidence will come once he start working upon it. Confidence comes gradually. In the beginning, he may have a struggle, but he should not mind. He should never give up. He may have some financial crunch. He may have the human resource, scarcity. He may have the people hands. He may require some of the youth who can help him voluntarily.
Yeah.
But that he has to initiate. Then after that, the problem will come that he may have failures at many times.
Yeah.
So he should never be disheartened, because failures are the pillars of success. He
No
should
doubt.
always think that he is learning how to establish his own business, because the startup program in India is now becoming a lifeline for the youth. And you will be surprised to know that thousands of youth have been given the loan by the government, and they have stood successful by opening their own farm. Now you can ask what other problems the youth
The
will face.
other problem that the youth faces, outer world affect him deeply.
Yeah,
Then
I
what-
understand,
then
I
how
understand.
the outer world affect him
Yes,
deeply?
yes. As he's a youth and now he's grown up, now he will be affected by the pomp and show of the film industry or the television industry or the other youth earning huge income. He should never mind, even if he is living a simple life. He should never be, affected by the pomp and show of the outer world. He should think that he has an ambition to go further, and he will have to face difficulty. Sometimes he may have negative ideas.
Yeah.
He may be disheartened by some negative thoughts that he had not been successful even in starting his project. But doesn't matter. Once he will fail, twice he will fail, third time he will stand up. He should never give up, because once he gives up, this means he will never stand up. So he has to, struggle and come out. And most important, that the youth having some novel ideas, some, innovative ideas, must not confine this idea to books only. He should bring it to the, world, to the knowledge of the people. There are many technocrats who have started a small, farm, and they have become now industrialists. Every small, technocrat turns into a big industrialist in the course of time. So he should never, give up the program. And so far as I believe, that he should never ignore, if he has anything to ask, He should always seek the advice of successful people,
Successful
and he should contact the government authorities, because now in every state there are government authorities who have been working day and night to help the youth come up with their programs, particularly the startup program and Make in India programs. Many of the youth have been successful in setting up their own industries, their own farm, and their own manufacturing small hub. And now the country is gaining, I mean, confidence with the working involvement of the youth. Further, you ask.
The next problem is that he failed. Yeah, he failed many times, but you have already cleared that.
Yes, doesn't matter. Failures are the pillars of success. He may fail several times, but he should never give up. He should try to think where are his weaknesses. He should find out why his programs are not being successful. He should find out the weaknesses. Maybe that because of the lack of correlation, lack of coordination, lack of human resources, lack of some financial strength. His programs are not coming successful, but he should keep trying and sort out the problems with the help of the authorities, because authorities are always at his help. It is a government program to train the youth for such abilities. And even when he has not been able to succeed in several times, he can start last time, and he should try that. Unless he succeed, he should never give up. And he should keep trying, because once he is not going to work in a small farm, once he is not going to work in a small industries, he can have his own industries. That is a good program. And a small business, nowadays in manufacturing sector, there are enough scope for youth to start their own business. Suppose if the youth is not willing to go for business, he can join even a private company. He can join even a private company, and he can work there for 5-6 years and learn how the things are being made. And then he can also plan out to start his own industries after 5 or 6 years. I have seen many of the youth of computer science, computer engineering, they have their own sites. They have their own, software hub. They have started, their own business of making software with the help of the government, Yes, Abhay. Now let us conclude. These, problems of the youth are common problem, and the youth of our country are not weak. They are having a lot of energy. They have a lot of ambitions. They need only social and emotional support. Their parents, their relatives, their friends always should stand with them and give them emotional support. Once they are emotionally supported, I'm sure they can come up with success, because success comes to those who have willpower and determination. Once you have willpower to strike, there is nothing like that. Success will knock at your door sooner or later. So you should strive hard, and you should always think that you are going to succeed one day. And you should always take the support of, you should always mobilize the support of your parents, your friends, and your well-wishers, because these people can really work out some of the problems that you are facing, because your relatives, your teachers, your friends, and your family members can be the lifeline support for you in this regard. And so we conclude by saying that the problem of the youth is not a problem. If they look at it positively and with the determination, they can be successful. Thank you very much.